So I thought I'd make a little video. It's New Year's Eve 2022. I'm in this fitness gym in a hotel, which surprisingly is empty. So I'm hoping it stays that way and I can make this video. So we're gonna actually start our video, our yoga class today in a seated posture. Just come to rest in a way that's comfortable for you, maybe cross-legged, and if so, kind of rolling the inner thighs away from each other. If you're more comfortable on your knees or even lying down, go ahead and just find a posture that allows you to begin to really settle in. Settling in first to your breath, allowing the inhale and exhale through your nose to bring you into this present moment. Nothing more to do right now, but to be here, to be present for yourself. And I thought we'd start our practice with a little bit of pranayama or focused breathing. And for this pranayama technique, we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold it for a count of 4. We're going to exhale for a count of 4 and hold the exhale for a count of 4. So you may find this, one, it will definitely settle your mind since you're going to be probably thinking about those breaths. Don't stress out about it though. 2, it may help you just calm your mind anyway, because it's a form of a breathing technique that can help to sort of, again, elicit that parasympathetic nervous system response. So as much as you can, keeping the heart open, the spine long. If you're sitting, again, always nice to maybe sit up on something. I don't have anything with me right now, but you can feel free to close your eyes or just draw your gaze to a point in front of you, and then we'll begin inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold the exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and again inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold the exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and do it 2 more times on your own, just counting to yourself. When you've completed those 2 rounds, just take 1 inhale and 1 exhale through your mouth. Great. So go ahead and roll forward, and we'll come to all 4s, and we'll begin with a little bit of cat-cow. So inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. Taking a little peek. If you see your feet, just scooch them out of the way. Inhaling and exhaling. And so this is an asana movement of flow we do really often. So maybe just draw your attention to some part that you don't normally pay attention to. Maybe it's your fingertips. Maybe it's the feeling of drawing your heart forward. Maybe it's the feeling of pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Maybe it's the feeling of lengthening through your abdominal area, or maybe lengthening through the spine. So anything that just sort of, again, connects you to the movement, connects you to your body, practicing this movement. No real right way or right area to focus. There's lots to think about. But mostly, of course, as always, just thinking about your breath. And we're going to come back to that neutral spine and spread your fingers really wide. Curl your toes under, take an inhale, maybe a little bit of a cow tilt, exhale, and come into hover. So we're in like, sometimes we call this crouching cat, or tiger can be called maybe. And here you'll probably definitely feel a little more engagement in your arms for sure, maybe your core. Inhale and exhale here. A couple more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale. Exhale, come on back down. Inhale, do a cat-cow. Exhale to cat. Come on back to neutral spine. We're going to do that 2 more times. So curling the toes under, take an inhale. Exhale, hovering your shins off the mat. Pressing into your fingertips. You can feel free to have a little bit of rounding in your upper back, not as much as cat, but you don't want to sink the heart down, so you want to be pressing away from the mat. Inhale and exhale. Taking another inhale, press into the fingertips. Exhale, come on back down. Uncurl the toes. Take a cat-cow, inhale, or cow-cat. Exhale. And then we'll just do 1 more of these. So pressing into your toes, into your fingertips, take an inhale, exhale, and hover. Breathing. Soft eyes, soft gaze. Lift through the core. Take another inhale, exhale, come on back down. 1 more cat-cow here. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's just take a thread the needle. So we'll press it again into the right arm, maybe inhale and open to the left. Exhale, thread the needle underneath. Let the side of the head rest onto the mat. The right hand just kind of in a position that you're at a right angle with your elbow and your shoulder. And you can stay right here. A couple options are to fingertip walk the right hand forward up to the fingertips. Notice if the hips started to sway to the right, drawn back to the left a little bit. You can actually keep the right hand in the original position and extend the right toes back. Inhale and exhale. Release the posture in whatever way you came into it. Inhale and open. Exhale and come on back down. Let's just do a cat-cow here. Rinse things out a little bit. And we'll go to the second side. Inhale and open. Exhale, threading the needle under. And again, options here to fingertip walk the arm forward, staying up on your fingertips. Or keeping the hand in place and extending the left toes back. Noticing if you start to roll over to the right. So you want your hips level. Maybe you want a little bit of roll in the upper back. Take another inhale, exhale, release that down. And then inhale, open back to the right and come on back to the center. Inhale and exhale, curl the toes under, take an inhale and exhale, start to find down dog. So taking any time you might need to pedal it out or check things out a little bit. Maybe noticing if you can get a little longer in your side body. Noticing if your heels are kind of turned in, kind of turn them out so they're right behind your feet. You don't see them, they're right behind your ankles. And then go ahead and step your feet together at the back of your mat so the big toes can touch. You're gonna lift, let the right leg lift on up, bend the right knee, just open the hip, and maybe even take it a little off center.
Let the hips come off center, even peek under the right shoulder. Notice if you kind of let go of that down dog feeling in your upper body, come back to that. Take another inhale. Extend the right heel towards the sky, and then exhale, lower the right leg down. Go ahead and switch sides. So left leg comes up, bend the knee, maybe take it off center a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Take another inhale. Extend the left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, go ahead and set it back down. So your big toes are going to touch again. We're going to inhale to plank pose. We're going to start to shift our heels to the right and inhale and open to side plank. Now an option here is to step that top leg, the left leg in front, or you can keep them stacked, or one in front of the other, the way we started. Draw the shoulder blades together, take another inhale. Let the left arm come overhead, exhale, down dog. We'll add in a little flow here before we take the second side. So come on down to your knees, take an inhale, exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale, uncurl the toes, press into the tops of the feet, find mini cobra. Exhale, let's press it back, on up to down dog. So stepping again now, the big toes are gonna come together. You're gonna start to shift your heels off to the left, and again, side plank. Option is to step the right foot in front, or to keep the feet stacked or kind of scissored. Draw the shoulder blades together, press away from the left arm. As if you're dropping into that left shoulder, press away, take an inhale. The right arm come overhead, release back to down dog. And let's just take our little flow. Inhale to kneeling plank. Exhale all the way down, hug the elbows in. Inhale, find mini cobra. And exhale, release back down. We're gonna stay here for one more little option. Taking your fingertips off your mat so they're wide. Your elbows are again at that 90 degrees. Really press into the tops of your feet. We're coming into a variation of cobra. So you can use a little bit of pressure in your fingertips, but try to mostly use the strength in the back as you inhale and come up. And then you can begin to press a little bit more into the fingertips. Exhale, come on back down. Let's just do that 2 more times. So again, inhale, as you start the posture, use more strength in your back, and then maybe adding a little bit more. Exhale, come on back down. And one more time, really root into the tops of the feet. Inhale, kind of like a variation of mini cobra, and then you generate a little bit more pressure into the fingertips. Full cobra. Exhale, come on back down. Go ahead and turn your head to the right. Well, hopefully you can see me. You're going to keep the whole side of your head on the right, this whole left side of your head on the floor. Lift your right leg and let it come on over. So this is scorpion pose. It's like we did in down dog, but you're just lying down. So the right leg is up, knee is bent, pressing the right heel over towards the left, opening that front hip. Come on back down, and then you take the other side. So inhale, lift the left leg, push the heel over. You can either keep the forehead on the mat, or you can turn your head, whatever is comfortable for your neck. Exhale, release it all back down. This time, let's just press back to child's pose. You're feeling a lot or a little opening in the back and the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Come on back up. Inhale. Exhale, start to find your way back into down dog. And then you start to kind of tiptoe your feet towards your hands, come into ragdoll. So your knees can be super bent, the crown of your head drops towards the mat. Feel like you're spinning the inner thighs towards the back of your mat and grabbing opposite elbow. Now if this is at all uncomfortable on your low back, you can also just rest your forearms on your knees, right on top of your knees. This feels really good and restful. So just take any posture that allows you to find a little bit of rest, a little bit of soothing to the whole back body. And then we'll all draw our hands right to the tops of the knees. Inhale, and find a long spine. Exhale, taking your hands to your hips. Inhale, stand straight on up. Exhale and open. And inhale and rise up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, lower down to the back knee. Uncurl toes, inhale, kneel and lunge. Exhale, release the hands down, step back, down dog. Take a little flow, high push up, maybe to low push up. Remembering knees are always cool here. Inhale and open. Exhale, draw back. So that opening, that heart opener can be cobra, mini cobra, can be that variation of cobra we did, or even full up dog. We're going to step the right foot forward, lower down to the back knee. Uncurl the back toes, inhale, kneel and lunge. Exhale, curl the back toes under, step forward, bow forward. I have a little space between my knees here. I'm going to keep between my feet, I'm going to keep my knees a little bit bent as I reverse swan dive up and exhale, hands to the heart center. So that's the first side. We'll do the second side. Inhale up. Exhale and swan dive down. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Leading with the left this time. Step the left foot back, lower down to the back knee. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, kneel and lunge. Exhale, release the hands down. Step back to down dog. And remember, you can always stay in down dog or take the flow. High push up, maybe your knees this time. Exhale, all the way down or to low push up. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. From here, we'll step the left foot forward, lower down to the back knee. Uncurl the back toes, inhale. Kneel and lunge. Exhale, release the palms down. Step forward and bow forward. Keeping that little bend in your knees with a long spine. Inhale and reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll go ahead and move through that one more time on each side. So we'll inhale up. Strong legs. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg steps back. Inhale, kneeling lunge. Exhale, take your flow or step to down dog. Remember the back bend, you have lots of options on your back bends. Exhale, down dog. Once you complete the exhale, step the right foot forward and lower down and find kneeling lunge. On your inhale, exhale, step forward and bow forward. With that little bend in your knees, inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One more time like this, inhale, left leg leads, exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, find the halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, lower down. Inhale, kneel and lunge. Exhale, take your flow. I'm going to stay in down dog for this one. Inhale and exhale. Once you find yourself in down dog, complete the exhale. And then step the left foot forward, lower down to the back knee. Inhale, kneeling lunge. Exhale, palms reach forward or fingertips step forward and bow forward, a little bend in your knees. This time start to sink the heels deeper and find chair pose. Go ahead and take your hands to your heart center. I'm going to do a variation of our twist. So with our feet spread apart a little bit, you're going to have the opportunity to release the one hand to the center. Take your other hand to your low back. And then let that kind of just guide you open. It's a little variation to our twist. You can feel free to open the arm. This bottom arm could also be up on a block. Sink the hips a little bit deeper, take an inhale. And then with this top arm, spin the palm so it's facing like behind you. The thumb is facing the back of your mat. Bend the elbow, we'll take a little bind. So you can reach and hold on to the back. You can keep your hand on your low back, or you can reach around to towards the inner thigh of the left knee. Notice if the knees are spreading really wide, kind of start to hug them together like you were holding a block there. That could be a nice feeling. You could even put one there. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and unwind the arm. Inhale, exhale, and bow forward. breathe here. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna bow again. Sink the hips low. Inhale, find chair. We're just taking the second side, so I'm just gonna turn so I can see you guys. So you can see me better. And then again, the knees, the legs are really engaged here, so they're not like just flopping out, drawing in, caving in. They're really engaged to stay straight. The right, for me, my right hand's coming between my legs. My left hand's gonna come to my low back. Inhale and open. Maybe the left arm reaches up. Double check the legs. Keep them really strong. Bend the top arm, maybe. If you want to go to a little bind, it's just an option here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, let the left arm come back up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift. In fact, let's all draw our hands above our knees on this one so you get a really long spine. Exhale, hands to your hips. Stand on up and open. Great, so moving on with another little part of our flow. I gotta scooch to the top of the mat. So we're gonna inhale up. We're gonna exhale and swan dive down. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, go ahead and take your flow or just step back to down dog, whatever is kind of feeling good for you today. Remember, if you're gonna move through chaturanga, you're gonna stay up rather than coming all the way down with those elbows bent, unless you're on your knees. So from here, on the inhale, let the right leg rise, kind of do that hip opener that we did at the beginning. Exhale, hug your knee in, and then step the right foot close to the right thumb. Root to rise on up. High lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take an inhale here. Really lift through the inner thigh of the back leg. Draw the back heel more over the big toe, ball mound. And then we're going to take another variation of a twist. Starting to turn to the right. Take your right arm behind you. My left thumb is staying right at my heart center. Inhale and exhale. An option here is to let the right arm come to the inner thigh of the left leg, and even inhale and open all the way that left arm up. Take another inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the arms forward and land in warrior two. Shoulders release down away from the ears, spinning this front knee out. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale to side angle. Exhale. We're going to set up for half moon, so taking your left hand to your left hip, maybe stepping that left foot in a little bit, setting it up so you can either hold your block or reach your fingertips in front of and to the outside of your right toes. Keep your right foot straight. Mine often wants to turn. Stay really strong in both legs. Take another inhale. As you exhale, this time we're going to just take the left hand to the left hip, draw the left knee forward and come back into that forward fold. And then from here, let the right leg rise up behind you in standing split, so the hips are going to stay square. Take another inhale. Take another exhale. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to bend the front knee, lower the back toes to the mat, and then lower all the way down to that back knee. Inhale, go ahead and start to turn towards the left. Your left hand is going to be behind you. Doing a lot of twisting and opening here. You can stay right here, or you could reach behind and grab the right foot for a little deeper opening. When I say deeper opening, I mean both for the back, the right hip, the front of the hip, as well as the chest and shoulders. Exhale, release it all the way down. Step back and find down dog. Inhale and exhale here. We're just going to do the second side. So on an inhale, let the left leg rise on up. Open the hip. Exhale, step the left foot close to the left thumb. And then root to rise on up. High lunge.
And then exhale, answer your heart center. Inhale, find length in the spine. Maybe drawing the right heel forward a little bit, and then starting to turn out towards the left, and the left arm can come behind. You can stay right here. Or you can begin to have the left arm find the inner thigh of the right leg, and even extend the right arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and cartwheel the arms forward. Find warrior two. Shoulders release away from the ears. Really rooted into both feet. And then drawing this left knee out towards the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, find extended side angle. Exhale. And then taking your right hand to your right hip, maybe stepping that right foot in a little bit as you begin to find half moon on the left side, left fingertips find the mat or the floor or the block. Maybe the right arm opens. Drawing the shoulder blades together, maybe if you can remember how it felt to be inside plank. That's what your upper body will feel like. Inhale and exhale, take another inhale. So exhale, you're just gonna draw the right knee in a little bit and then bow forward, move towards a forward fold. From here, we'll let the left leg rise up into standing splits. Inhale and exhale. Begin to bend the front knee. Lower the back toes to the mat, and then lower all the way down to that back knee. Uncurl the back toes, and then inhale and just take this right arm open and behind you, so a little bit of a twist. Again, you can stay right here, you can reach behind and find the left leg. I'm not able to do that with my left knee yet, but any kind of opening here will work. Take another inhale. Exhale, release it all the way back and find down dog. Take your flow, find child's pose, whatever kind of works for you. And we'll pause either in child's pose or down dog, like your hands forward as you slide forward and all the way down to your belly. We'll set up for Salavasana pose. Arms alongside your body, lift and extend one leg at a time. Really press into the tops of the feet, lift through your low belly, inhale, and find Salavasana all at once. So feet lift, arms lift, heart lifts. And then in Salavasana, start to turn your palms so they're facing each other. And then have the sensation like you're trying to draw the shoulder blades together, like you're actually trying to hold a ball, or even like you're trying to draw your hands together, but don't let them come together. So kind of keep a little energy there rather than bringing them all together. And kind of keep it just pressing, hovering, trying to find each other. Take another inhale. Exhale, release it down. Release back to child's again. Release the low back a little bit, the shoulders. Maybe the triceps by fingertip walking your hands together. And just draw the thumbs towards the nape of the neck. Breathe here. Release the hands down. Slowly roll up. And then come forward on your mat and just flip over so you're sitting on your seat, sitting. And we'll do a reverse tabletop. So we'll start to draw the hands next to the hips. Inhale and lift to reverse tabletop. Exhale, come on back down. We'll do reverse tabletop, up three-legged, so it's a little bit of a hip opener. Crossing the left ankle over the right. Sitting up tall here. Inhale, find reverse tabletop. Exhale, go ahead and come on back down. We're gonna pause here for a little hip opener, maybe walking that right foot in a little bit, flipping the palm, flipping the fingertips so they face the back of your mat, lifting up through your heart, breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Again, soft gaze can kind of help to soften your jaw and your shoulders. You can make this as intense as you need to, but just getting a little more squished together. And if that's still not intense enough, you can hold on to the front of your leg, extend your right leg long, and you can start to really draw the front leg in, either by putting the arch into the crook of the arm, or you can hold underneath the calf. Any way that gets you the opening and the hip opener that you're looking for today. Whatever version you chose, come on back to the beginning. And from here, we're going to slide into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So you'll sit back a little bit, tuck the right ankle under, and let the left foot come forward. So the left foot is really rounded and rooted, and the left knee is to the sky. My left arm is behind me, so inhale and open through the right, and then find my twist. So depending on the time of day you're doing this, if it's morning or midday and you're looking to generate a little bit more energy, you can always go deeper into the twist. You can always go deeper into the twist anyway. If it's an evening practice for you, maybe just back off the twist a little bit. Find a little gentler motion. Inhale and unwind, and then unwind your arms and just find our little counter twist. It can always feel so good. And then unwind everything. Lean back and extend both legs. We're just going to pause here in Dandasana, so moving the flesh away from the hips and just sitting tall. Again, finding those soft eyes. Really strong and engaged legs. And then we'll move into three-legged tabletop on the other side. So as you tip back, root into your left leg and cross your right ankle over. You can have your fingertips facing forward, or you can always turn your fingertips out. That will lessen the intensity on the shoulders a little bit. So inhale and come on up. Exhale and come on down. Start to find wherever you're going to go with this for this hip opener. So you can have flip your fingertips around. That'll be a little easier to walk together, I think. You can also always keep your fingertips out. And this will keep you sitting nice and tall, flexing that top foot. Enjoying whatever opening you feel here. If you want to go deeper, remember you can kind of cradle your leg or hook both elbows underneath. Sit up tall and get a little deeper into that hip. Again, whatever kind of works for you on this side might be different than it was on the other side. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical like that. And then as you slide the left ankle under, drop the right foot on the mat and start to find Ardha Matsyendrasana. Inhale up, exhale and take your twist. Chin, remember on our twist, want to keep our chin level to the floor. Notice if you go up or down, keeping it level. Inhale and unwind the twist. Draw the right arm in and take the little counter twist. Inhale, exhale, unwind everything. Come on back to that starting posture. Take any amount of time you need to come on down to your back. Draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a little back massage in one direction. And then the other. And then begin to find Shavasana. Taking any time that you need to really settle in here. Grabbing a blanket or socks or a eye pillow, or even shutting off the lights if you have that option. Once you begin to find yourself in the posture, maybe rolling the shoulder blades underneath you and shimmying around a little bit till you find a true feeling of settling in, of letting go. Being with what is.
resisting nothing. So please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you have to stay here. I'll begin to guide you out of Shavasana. Inhaling and exhaling. And there's just some gentle movement to your fingers and toes. And then as you're ready, drawing your arms overhead, extending your legs long, maybe reaching out to the right side and the left side. And then drawing your knees into your chest one at a time. And on an exhale, rolling over onto your right side, all the way onto your right arm, like it's a pillow. Just rest here for a moment or longer. And then using both hands, gently press yourself up, letting your head kind of dangle and be the last thing up.
As you begin to move into a comfortable seat, maybe remaining with your eyes closed for a few more moments. Resisting nothing. The inner peace and calm that comes from just accepting, being with. Drawing your hands to your heart center and just pausing here as we bow in gratitude for the practice. To yourself for taking time for this healing practice. On an inhale, we'll draw our thumbs to our third eye. And on an exhale, the light in me bows.